Hey, it's Christina with Tinagirl Travels. We are in Granville Island in beautiful Vancouver, British Columbia, and we are going on the Prince of Whales whale watching tour. So let's go check it out. Prince of Whales Whale and Marine Wildlife Adventures is located on Granville Island in Vancouver. Look for the big yellow Bridges restaurant building, which is actually a great place to go for lunch or dinner. You're going to want to park in that lot that's right outside there if you can, and right across the parking lot you'll find Prince of Whales. Let me quickly show you on Google Maps. This is Granville Island Public Market right here. This is that Bridges restaurant I was talking about, and the parking lot. That would be a great place to park, and it's located right in this building here. This is where the boat's going to be. Super easy. Today we're traveling with part of our family. My husband Keith, my daughter and son-in-law, as well as two of our grandkids, a 5-year-old and a 1-year-old. I wasn't sure at first what to expect bringing kids on board, but it turned out to be awesome. We're traveling in 2020, so during COVID times, and normally this catamaran holds about 200, but we traveled with 50 people, and they were very careful about seating placement. Everyone got a designated seat, but you were still free to move around, and the designated seating was so great because you could just leave your things there and not have to worry. We had lots of stuff like diaper bags and picnic baskets. Prince of Wales also has adventures from Victoria and Telegraph Cove, which is on the northern part of Vancouver Island. So Keith and I paid $149 each for this half-day adventure, and we were out for a full 5 hours. Now they advertise that it's like 3 to 5 hours, so that just depends on what kind of wildlife you get to see. But they actually took us out for the full 5 hours. This year they're running this tour from July 1st to November 1st out of Vancouver. And I'll post a link to their website below in my description so you can check out all the details. We had to meet on the pier at 2 o'clock and we left at 2:30 on the dot, so don't be late.
Already a whole bunch of us on the crew. My name is Wilma, and yes, it is just like the one in the Flintstones. Hannah is right here. Rory, back of the boat. Once you go upstairs in the wheelhouse, you will always find our captain. He rarely leaves it. Thank goodness. Please follow the crew's instructions. We all have been trained by Transport Canada.
After a quick but thorough safety briefing, we're off and able to roam around the catamaran. Sailing out of False Creek in Vancouver is stunningly beautiful, so be sure to have your camera ready and just enjoy the beautiful view. So make sure you watch to the end of this video because I have some really cool footage of us coming back in through all the big ships in the harbor. The whale watching and marine wildlife tour is actually fully guided. The guides, like Wilma, are Transport Canada certified marine naturalists, and we were just blown away by their passion and knowledge. They even knew the names of the whales we saw by the markings on their tails, and they had a book referencing the whales and the markings, and you'll see that in a minute here on my video. I actually didn't know this when we went out, but they guarantee that you're going to see a whale. They have a success rate of 95%, and if you don't see one, they'll get you onto another tour free of charge. So that's a pretty amazing deal. The catamaran is very comfortable, and there are 2 washrooms on the main floor that were very clean and easy to access. At the front of the interior cabin, there was a bar area that served free hot chocolate and coffee, which was a really nice touch. We brought our own snacks on board for us and the kids.
So we're just coming across the Strait of Georgia, and we ran into a very distinct line between the Fraser River water, which kind of looks murky, has lots of sand and silt in it, and the beautiful blue of the ocean water. Coming over to Porlier Pass and Valdez Island.
The first thing we got to see were the stellar sea lions. They were happily hanging out here on this floating beacon. So stellar sea lions are also called the northern sea lion and is considered a near threatened species of sea lion. As you can see out here on the front deck where social distancing is a little bit difficult, we were asked to please wear our masks. Masks did not need to be worn when we were in our designated seats. If you did not bring a mask, not to worry, they provided one for you. So we're keeping our eyes open looking for signs of whales. I had no idea what we were looking for until I saw it for the first time. Just to give you an idea of the area we're in, we are the blue and white dot.
Those kind of blackbirds with the long necks, those are cormorants. Cormorants are a really interesting bird. They actually are diving birds, so they feed underwater. That means they have to have a couple special adaptations. One of those is they have lusk, the kind of oils that a lot of birds have to keep themselves dry.
So at any time you could head inside to the bar and check out the map that was continuously being updated following our route and documenting all the wildlife that we were seeing. We were looking for humpback whales, and Rory told us the amazing story of how they came to be in this area. And finally we saw the telltale sign of the water spout. And then we got to see that majestic tail as that gigantic creature dove down deep into the ocean again. Check it out. They photograph the whale as the tail comes up, and those markings are very unique to the individual whale. And they've compiled a book with all the tail markings so you can see which whale it is.
Barnacle marks, some are black and white. And then there are also some that are mostly white on the underneath side. So scientists put them in three categories. X whales are mostly black. Y whales are black and white mixture.
Pretty conscious of humpback whales in British Columbia are the most struck whale. And when I say struck, I mean ship strikes. We have tons of evidence on living humpback whales of ship strikes. There's an individual called Trooper. They don't come very far off the surface, as you can see. You know, the orcas at least have a big tall fin that you can spot, but these, they remain pretty low profile. They're slow moving.
Once you see the spray from the whale, that means he's surfaced again. He takes a few breaths and then dives down for about 10 minutes before you get to see him again. We spent about 45 minutes watching him surface and dive down, surface and dive down. You never know where he's going to resurface, so everyone all around the boat needs to keep their eyes open looking for that spray. We had an amazing day whale watching, but be sure to bring a jacket even if it seems like a warm day, as it can get cool on the water. I grew up in Vancouver. I've worked as a tour guide, a hotel concierge. I worked for Holland America Cruise Lines. I've done all these tourism related jobs, but I've never done a whale watching tour until today. I'm so happy we did it. It was totally worth the money and we had so much fun. Here's that video I promised you earlier. It's a time-lapse video of us coming back into Vancouver. We'll be cruising right through all those big ships sitting in the harbor, cruising under the Burrard Street Bridge and then pulling back into Granville Island. If you're thinking of doing this trip, I highly recommend it. Even if you're bringing small children or someone elderly, it was thoroughly enjoyable. Thanks for watching Tinagirl Travels today. You can help me out by giving my video a thumbs up and hitting that subscribe button. Subscriptions are always free. It just means that you're the first to know if I post a video. I'll see you next time on Tinagirl Travels.